Right now, as you're listening to this, there's a sound happening around you that only 2% of people on Earth can actually hear. You might be one of them. You might not. But here's what's terrifying. You could be living in a completely different auditory reality than everyone else, and you'd never know. Scientists call it ultrasonic hearing, and if you have it, you're essentially walking around with superhuman abilities that most people can't even comprehend. When you were born, your ears could theoretically detect sounds up to 20,000 hertz. But here's the thing nobody tells you. By the time you hit your 20s, you've already lost thousands of frequencies forever. Most 20-year-olds can only hear up to 17,000 hertz. By 30, maybe 15,000. By 50, you're lucky if you can hear above 12,000. Your hearing is dying, slowly and silently, every single day. But for 2% of the population, something incredible happens instead. Their ears don't just work normally. No, they work impossibly well. These people can hear sounds up to 120,000 hertz. That's 6 times beyond what should be humanly possible. Think about that for a second. While you're hearing the world in standard definition, they're experiencing it in ultra-high definition sound. Every whisper, every electronic hum, every ultrasonic frequency that fills our modern world, they hear it all. And here's where it gets really strange. These people often don't even realize they're different. Dr. Tsutomu Ueshi discovered something he called the hypersonic effect. Even when people can't consciously hear these ultra-high frequencies, their brains still process them. They still affect your emotions, your stress levels, your entire perception of reality. But imagine being one of the 2% who can actually hear them consciously. You'd walk into a room and immediately know if there are electronic devices running. You'd hear the high-pitched whine of old TVs that everyone else thinks are silent. You'd pick up on ultrasonic pest deterrents, security systems, even some forms of covert communication that use ultrasonic carriers. You'd literally be living in a different world. The craziest part? We think this might be evolutionary. Some researchers believe ultrasonic hearing could be connected to the same genetic pathways that give dolphins and whales their echolocation abilities. What if some humans are developing a primitive form of echolocation? What if this 2% represents the next step in human evolution? But there's a darker side to this story. These people with ultrasonic hearing often report strange symptoms: headaches in certain buildings, anxiety around electronic equipment, and inability to find peace in what others consider quiet spaces. They're hearing a layer of our world that's becoming increasingly polluted with ultrasonic noise. Our modern technology is creating an invisible sound environment that most of us are blissfully unaware of. But for these 2%, it's becoming unbearable. So how do you know if you're one of them? Standard hearing tests don't even check for this. They stop at 8,000 hertz, missing the entire extended range where this phenomenon occurs. You could have superhuman hearing and your doctor would never know. The only way to find out is through specialized extended high-frequency testing. But even then, the equipment barely exists outside of research facilities. Here's what's really mind-bending though. If you are one of the 2%, you've been living with this ability your entire life without realizing it. Every sound you've ever heard has been richer, more complex, more detailed than what 98% of humanity experiences. You've been a superhuman living among regular humans and nobody, including you. The question is, are you ready to find out which reality you've been living in? Drop a comment if you think you might be one of the 2%. I'm genuinely curious how many of you are out there, hiding in plain sight. But here's what's really going to blow your mind. If 2% of humans are walking around with superhuman hearing abilities that we barely understand, what else are we missing? What other impossible things are hiding in plain sight? While we've been focused on the sounds above grounds that only a few can hear, scientists have been discovering something equally mind-bending 4,000 miles beneath our feet. Deep in Earth's core, they found evidence of something that, according to everything we know about our planet, simply cannot exist. The data is so strange, so impossible, that researchers are struggling to even publish their findings. Some are quietly suggesting we might not be alone on this planet. that something else has been here far longer than we have. If you thought superhuman hearing was unsettling, wait until you see what's lurking at the center of our world. Click on the video appearing on your screen right now to uncover the terrifying discovery that's making scientists question everything we thought we knew about Earth itself.